Of football, the DC Divas, a Washington women's professional football team, is celebrating their 25th anniversary season. And this weekend, you see this footage. They'll play their first ever playoff game indoors. It takes place at the St. James in Springfield, Virginia on Saturday. Joining me now is the team's owner, Rich Daniel, and the so-called Beyonce of women's tackle football, Kristen Jones. Thank you for being here. This is the Divas' 25th anniversary season. So what does that milestone mean to you all personally and to the legacy of the team?
You first.
Well, I'm a 10-year veteran, right? So I've been here for a substantial amount of time, and I've gotten to see the team grow and evolve. And it's so important because I don't even think a lot of the fans or even a lot of football lovers know that we've been in existence that long. Sure. So to me, it's a great accomplishment to have a women's sport and a women's team be able to last through some of the hardest times and some of the best times.
Let's talk about legacy. How's it feel?
It feels so good to be on our 25th anniversary and be surrounded by some incredible women. Over 700 alumni now, 60 women on this current team. And when you think about this city over the last 25 years being a football town, a football city, and how much we've missed on one level. Right. But on the DC Divas level, we've got 3 national championships.
Love it.
Been in 4. So we've been bringing home the gold and bringing home the victories, and we're surrounded by the Commanders with love and success, and so it's a new day for all of us.
Building a good community here. I wanted to ask, so you're preparing for the first ever indoor playoff game in the DMV this Saturday, which is incredible. How big of a moment is this for the team and for the league? Either one of you, whoever wants to jump in.
Well, I know, I think the DC Divas were actually the first women's football team in the WFA to play inside, right? That's right. So, this is something that, a trail we've been blazing for a while. Love our partnership at the St. James. I think it's an incredible opportunity for fans to see us in an environment that they may deem, more professional, closer to what they're used to seeing. Yeah. So I love it because I think that a lot of the times we're looking to not, legitimize ourselves in many, ways, as I find that women and women athletes especially find themselves doing, but to put it in an environment where we have access to other great athletics, other great teams and resources is always great, and you can avoid some of this really hot weather.
Oh, girl, for sure. And yourself?
Climate controlled.
Yes.
I mean, it's playoffs, right? So we have played indoors, which was a first, but to have a playoff game in this city, we know how much playoff football means. I grew up here. I worked and covered for that team. And now I'm having the good fortune of being with this team. And so, again, I would encourage everybody, St. James, indoors, 6 o'clock, climate controlled, adult beverages. You can go to a spa, you can hit golf balls. There's a water park. Things you can't do at an NFL stadium. You can't do that in an NFL stadium, but you can do it at the St. James.
Okay, last thing you would say about the sisterhood. We have to wrap, but I just wanted to talk about the camaraderie and anything you would share with our viewers on that.
I think I've made some of my closest friends. There's definitely some best friends. There's weddings. There's we're with each other so often that you can't help but just to love the person that's playing next to you, to be able to trust them, and you need that to be successful.
And you're boosting this as well.
The amount of sacrifice, dedication, talent, and passion in one place is off the charts.
You guys are
and
so
when you're around that, you have to step forward and support that in some way. You got to be a good teammate.
Yes.
You got to meet that. I don't get to tackle anybody anymore, but I do my best to be a good teammate.
Well, listen, we appreciate you guys being here today, talking to me about this. We love it. Divas owner Rich Daniel and Diva Kristen Jones, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
It's been a pleasure.